There's always some idiot out there thinking he can mess with a professional fighter. But when the fighter decides to respond, my friend, that's when the real show begins. Brace yourself, because you're about to see some of the most unbelievable, humiliating cases. And each one teaches a clear lesson. A real man knows when to respect another man's limits. Starting with this one, imagine a UFC monster in Afghanistan, training soldiers. Everything was normal, until one of them decided to play the alpha male. Some people even tried to warn him, but the tough guy wanted to test his luck. The result? A lesson he'll carry for the rest of his life. After that, guess what? Nobody else had the guts to open their mouth. Hey, before we continue, smash that subscribe button, because here, if you slip, it's a knockout on the like button. But hold on, the next one was even more pathetic. Some fool spent the whole night provoking a professional fighter, thinking he was the king of the party. In the end, took one of the worst beatings of his life, and on top of that, earned the title of clown. And there's more. The classic gym loudmouth. The guy who talks more than he trains, thinking he's the next Mike Tyson, challenged a pro, and all it took was one punch to the chin for him to realize the mistake he made. He even tried to run out of the ring, but the beating continued outside until the tough guy turned into almost human puree. And speaking of bullies, there's that disgusting type, the guy who thinks he can hit a woman. Well, one of those geniuses had the brilliant idea of challenging a female MMA legend. The result? Total public humiliation. And believe me, she went easy on him. It could have been way worse. Now check this out. A Strickland fan thought it would be smart to challenge him for a sparring session. The result? One of the most violent beatdowns on this list, punch after punch, no mercy, until the tough guy tapped out without thinking twice. And Andrew Tate, known today for his controversial opinions, but what a lot of people forget is that the guy is a 4-time world kickboxing champion. Then comes a fan, thinking 2 boxing classes were enough, and decides to challenge the beast. Took a serious beating, but at least stayed on his feet, and even stayed to hear the lecture afterward. Because deep down, a real man knows when he's wrong, and respects those with more experience. And it doesn't stop there. There's always some random guy from the street, thinking all he needs to do is put on some gloves and start throwing punches. Walked into the gym, full of attitude, and walked out with a clean knockout. The kind where your soul takes a while to come back to your body. Now this one deserves a highlight. A cocky boxer decided to challenge Floyd Mayweather's own father. That's right, old man Mayweather, a former pro, with reflexes like a teenager. The result? A boxing masterclass, with dodges, shoulder rolls, and jabs straight to the face. When he thought about fighting back, he was already eating another combo. And as if that wasn't enough, the fool went after another fighter and took such a beating. He's probably still lost somewhere, trying to remember the way home. And to wrap it up, the cherry on top, a gamer, YouTuber, who only knew how to play video games, thought it was a good idea to challenge the 10 best fighters at the Mayweather gym. First punch, already dizzy, but he insisted. And when he finally faced the final boss of real life, he learned the hard way that video games are one thing, and real fighting is something completely different. Pretty sure he became a worldwide meme after that one. Liked these lessons on respect? Then click the video popping up on your screen and check out the day some women disrespected men and paid the price for it. Just click and brace yourself.